Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I'm Ryan Bowling. Thank you all for joining me once again. The street artist, now, y'all know I'm not good with names, so just bear with me on here. Sabo. So I guess that's Sabu or Sabo. I'm not good with names, but you know who I'm talking to. Apparently, he has struck again and has begun to hang up signs in Los Angeles, all around Los Angeles, saying F the FBI and Trump 2024, Trump MAGA 2024, something along that line. Clearly, this individual is very, very upset. So I'm just going to read a small portion of this article, and then I'm going to give you my commentary on what I believe this is creating in our country. So let's get right into this. The article starts off, the Los Angeles street artist known as Sabo, has struck once again, hanging a series of signs around the city that read F the FBI and Trump 2024 MAGA. Sabo told Breitbart News that 5 signs were hung all together, including 2 in Brentwood, with one near the Coral Reef Cafe and one in front of the Pacific Design Center in West Hollywood. 2 were hung at the intersection Robinson and Melrose Avenue, but were removed quickly, the artist said. And if you go to the description box below and type in www.breitbart.news and look up the heading or the title of the article, you will see all these pictures in here, and it is crazy. He's got one hanging from some wires here that says F the FBI, and underneath that sign, he has some wires hanging underneath it that says Trump 2024 MAGA. It appears to be in front of some type of a store. And then he has another picture, another sign between 2 street lights. Between 2 street lights, extended on a pole, F the FBI. He has another one on another sign saying the same thing. F the FBI, street sign saying the same thing. The signs appeared just days after the FBI raided former President Donald Trump's estate in Florida. The FBI ransacked significant portions of the estate, including safes and even Melania Trump's wardrobe, which is crazy. The raid comes as Trump weighs whether or not he will run again for president in 2024. And it seems evident that he didn't seem to verbally indicate that he would run. But the suggestion and the spirit and zeitgeist is that he may run in 2024. Everybody wants, I won't say everybody, but a vast majority of people want him to run again. Polls show Trump as the clear Republican favorite, while current President Joe Biden remains deeply unpopular among Democrats and Republicans. And that's all I'm going to read right there. You can read the rest of that article on your own free time in the description box below. But clearly, this street artist is very upset and very frustrated. Now, what I want to talk about is the signs that he's hung up and what I believe this indicates in America. I don't want to talk about him or who how much, what's his political affiliations or any of that. I have no idea about that. I want to talk about what I believe this is indicating in America. For one, this shows, just by his anger here, shows and frustration by saying F the FBI. I mean, in broad, in big, like big letters. This is not small. This is like in your face. In a city that clearly is liberal. It shows the anger and frustration of this individual, but it also alludes, in my opinion, to the anger and frustration among a lot of Americans who are becoming increasingly upset with the American government. This puts what I believe more rift and division between the American citizens and the so-called alphabet letter organizations in America. And you know what I mean? FBI and others and so forth. And it's putting this rift between the American people and these alphabet agencies. That is not a good thing. And I believe to some extent that a lot of this is by design. What do I mean by design? What I mean by design, I don't mean that this street artist is hired by someone in the upper echelons of the pyramid, on top of the pyramid, so to speak, employing him and giving him money to put this type of stuff up to stir up anger and division within the people. What I mean is that the communists and the Marxists and the socialists within our government agencies on the local, state, and federal level are purposely stirring up anger and frustration in the people. It's causing more and more division in order to create what I believe to be their Marxist revolution. Get everybody so upset and so divided amongst each other, and then we come in and we save the day. That's what, in part, I believe is going on. Or the other part could just simply be, this is an individual that just don't care. I'm frustrated. I'm mad. What the FBI did was totally unlawful, totally wrong. Now, I said this to someone in my Facebook page that made the same comment about what the FBI had done by raiding Trump's home. I said, eventually, in my humble opinion, eventually they're going to come after us. Okay. I think that this is just a precursor to anyone who dissents against the Marxist revolution. That these alphabet agencies will come for you as the tension mount up. And this is not a fear campaign. I'm not preaching fear or anything like that. This is what I'm just giving you my opinion. But it's my opinion based on all my reading and all my studies down through the years. And this is the opinion I've come up with. Anyone that dissents against the Marxist revolution that is trying to be built in this country, they will come after you. They will knock on your doors, and they will take your computers and haul you away either to jail, re-education camps, or may just kill you. Now I know that sounds extreme, but if American public don't wake up and be able to discern and recognize the Marxists and the communists and the socialists that are in our country, then we will be taken down. Now, this has been going on. This insurgency has been going on for decades. And I believe, in my opinion, that the reason why they have not completely toppled America is because of conservatives and moderate Democrats and people that just are thinkers, that are able to see beyond what the little box has been created for them. They're not brainwashed by the mainstream media. And so they see beyond that. Something's not right about this. And so I believe that in part, that the reason why America has not been completely toppled is because there's so much resistance pushing against this. A lot of people just simply don't know exactly who's have infiltrated our country and our politics and entertainment industry and all the rest, and even the religion. They don't know exactly what, but it just is just not in line with the traditional views that we have been used to in this country. Excuse me. They sense that, they see that, they know that. And so therefore they're pushing, they're resisting. And so therefore the Marxists and communists and socialist insurgents have not been able to completely topple America like they want to and get the revolution that they want to all over the country. They haven't been able to do that. The other reason I believe that America's not been completely toppled, and this is my religious belief, is because I believe God is holding it back. America is the last bastion of freedom in this world. And that's one of the reasons why people from other countries come here in droves, because they still see America as the land of the brave and the land of the free at this point. And because of that, and also you have people in America that are praying. They're praying that God is holding, that God protect America, that God send a revival. I'm one of those people. Yes, I'm a religious person. I pray that God sends a revival. I pray that God don't allow these people to destroy our country, to give us another chance. I pray that God will wake up the people's minds and hearts so that they can see and be able to discern and make decisions right decisions when it comes time to vote. Because that's part of the way in which we're going to have to be able to get rid of these people. We're going to have to vote them out of office and vote the right people into office. That's how we do it in America, or that's how we're supposed to do it in America. But here is an individual widely frustrated, upset, angry. He don't care who knows about it. He doesn't care what you say. Clearly he doesn't care. And in a sense, I wouldn't use that kind of terminology, obviously, but in a sense, I respect and admire his brashness, his boldness. You say, I don't care. What was done was wrong. Trump 2024. Now I said it before. And I'll say it again. I don't think Trump should run in 2024 for various reasons. I've already said that before. I admire Trump and I admire his policies. I think his policies were the best policies for this country. But if that happens, it's going to be a war. If he gives, it's going to be a war, a big major war. And then you're going to have to call in the National Guard, and we're going to end up going into martial law. And I really don't want that. I really don't want that, because I don't want that kind of lockdown. So, but anyway, whoever gets in office, if they're not Trump, they're going to have to think like Trump. They're going to have his vision. They're going to have some independence about them. Because if not, we're going to get the same kind of people all the time. Same kind of swamp rats all the time. Eating the dirt and the grime in the swamp. And they don't care about the American people. They care about globalism, and they care about pushing their global government. I can't say it here because it might get censored. They might put a little something underneath the description box explaining to you what the NOO is. It's not a conspiracy theory. This thing is real, man. All right. And that's what they want to push. But it don't have to happen that way. America can still be the land of the brave and of the free, while everybody else is falling. America can still be the land of the brave and the free if the people wake up. If the people wake up, okay, and see the bigger picture and understand who the real designers of misinformation, disinformation actually are, then we'll be able to make proper decisions when it comes time to vote. But until then, if that doesn't happen, we will go under. So prepare for that. Prepare for the good, or expect the good, but prepare for the worst. So that's what I have to say about that. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. God bless you all, and see you again.